These are the samples that were removed from the bucket that had the high level of calcium and alkalinity. And you can see that there's already a good portion of scale that started to form after such a short period. There's almost like little spikes or nodules that are forming on the plaster, in addition to how discolored it is. This one's a little bit more difficult to tell because the surface was already rough to begin with. I did a little acid wash on it prior to putting it in there. But it is very rough, and you can see that this has scale on it as well. And it's not something that can really come off very easily. With the Aqua-Brite samples, it looks like these have some scale on them as well. You can see it up here on this blue plaster. And I'm sure if I rubbed it hard enough, it might come off, but this really just goes to prove that staying on top of your water chemistry is going to be the most beneficial thing you can do to prevent scale from forming and the difficulties with it afterwards. So with a plaster pool, the solution to this is to drain it and acid wash it. And we already know what happens when you acid wash plaster. You're basically shortening the lifespan of it. And you'll see that from that previous experiment that I did, when you pour acid on this surface, it doesn't really have any effect on it at all. So perhaps that is a solution if scale was to develop, but ideally you would just limit that from happening to begin with.